Banks will have the opportunity to become your trusted personal data bank. Consumers are becoming far more aware of the value of their personal data and the importance of keeping it safe and secure. Traditional boundaries within the financial services industry will disappear by 2030, with a move towards platformication, where banks allow customers to choose services personalized for their needs from a range of providers. The better-informed consumers of the future will judge regulation financial services providers by the outcomes they deliver, both to themselves as individuals, and also the wider impact on society. Furthermore, the traditional verticals of the financial services industry are breaking down with big tech players entering the industry. Technology will make banking more personalized and ubiquitous across devices and applications. This future will be enabled by a number of innovations that are transitioning from being emerging into transformative. They will cause aspects of banking to become unrecognizable from what we experience today, changing the channels, the services and the role banks play in everyday life. Retailers are forensically using customer-centric data to deliver hyper-personalization. Retailers can now get a very in-depth understanding of their consumers' behavioral habits. Consumers are educated on pricing strategies and are now prioritizing value. With more options and information at their disposal, consumers prefer to do their own product research. This is because consumer values now encompass a variety of attributes. Consumers now expect the price to reflect their mission, value, convenience and experience. The excitement around artificial intelligence (AI) is running high and its impact is growing. Humans are more comfortable communicating with robots and, in many cases, robots simply get the job done faster and more efficiently. In 2019 we will see AI's impact on retail grow substantially in two key areas: smart speakers and chatbots. The desire for experiences rises. Millennials said 52% of their holiday spending would go to experience-related purchases compared to 39% of older consumers. This trend could be about to reverse. Sustainability is no longer optional in retail. With the green generation making sustainable shopping a priority, a third of consumers now choose to buy brands based on their social and environmental impact. Consumers are now shopping with their emotions and values instead of just their wallets. The digital evolution is supported by the growth in the middle-class population, shifting China from manufacturing to also consuming country. It can only happen when the platform, Taobao, mall, payment, Alipay, and logistics, Klarna, all play together. Sustainable and smooth payment. Alibaba grew. Alibaba was the largest e-commerce platform operator in China. In 1999, it started as a small business-to-business (B2B) wholesale platform that focused on import and export businesses. The company then tapped into the retail end of the e-commerce market in 2003 with the consumer-to-consumer (C2C) marketplace Taobao, a Chinese term for treasure hunt, from which sprouted the business-to-consumer (B2C) platform Mall and the e-payment tool Alipay, which processed online transactions. Alibaba engaged in other profit models and service possibilities surrounding these e-commerce platforms. Augmented reality is an interactive experience of a real-world environment where the objects that reside in the real world are enhanced by computer-generated perceptual information, sometimes across multiple sensory modalities, including visual, auditory, haptic, somatosensory and olfactory.
At the exhibition So we not only can really help them promote and do marketing for the solutions, hardware, software, to be able to grow the market altogether, but also we will um, further convince users by uh, turning those technology into an upgraded shopping experience. That's very convincing by itself. So I think we have to, and we love to play a key driver role to develop this market.
Klarna is an international Swedish bank that provides online financial services such as payment solutions for online storefronts, direct payments, post-purchase payments and more. The core service of Klarna is to assume stores' claims for payments and handle customer payments, thus eliminating the risk for seller and buyer. Their main services provide an app purchase and offline credit card that brings disruptive offers to millennials and an extension smooth payment solution, buy now pay later. As the Klarna app updated recently in October 2019, centralizing shopping and merchants in one app. However, how can Klarna make its service more personalized and interactive, also using more strategic marketing approach to its current and consumers? Rather than taking the all-or-nothing route, many banks are now experimenting with how automation, tied to predictive analytics, can help their human employees become more strategic and their customers enjoy a better experience. The signs are everywhere. Instead of blindly selling products based on generic customer segmentation models, these platforms leverage extensive customer data, machine learning and smart automation tools to allow agents and advisors to quickly guide their clients to solutions and products that suit their unique needs.
What I like about it is the simple, fast way of identifying the products. I don't have a lot of time, so if I'm using it, I prefer to have the answer quickly. Also reminds me of the option of Google Translate where I can use the camera to identifying labels at the supermarket, for example, and having the translate immediately.
My parents live in rural places, so it would be nice and easy for them to search for the products that is online. It's also a fun shopping experience when you don't live too close to the city. I think we will have fun to have such interaction.
Sometimes I see a product I saw online, and sometimes it's available in my country, so it's really nice to see in the app so I don't have to travel that far to search it.
I am not sure if really not I won't. Maybe it's not my style. It could be frustrated if the AR search doesn't match with my selection.
And what happens with the AR captures? Does Klarna have access to my camera at all times? What do they do with this information?
I love the personalized recommendations, but I wonder how they use my data. Are they going to extend within my own experience or use it to against me?
The next era of computing is upon us. New technology to capture and combine physical spaces with digital content has the potential to profoundly improve the way we see and interact with the world and each other. As the world's largest companies and organizations race to create the required AR cloud infrastructure to build and fuel these systems, we face unprecedented new challenges and risks to privacy and individuals' rights and freedom if we do not actively and mindfully seek to avoid them. Smart business emerges when all players involved in achieving a common business goal, retailing, or ride-sharing, are coordinated in an online network and use machine learning technology to efficiently leverage data in real time. This tech-enabled model, in which most operational decisions are made by machines, allows companies to adapt dynamically and rapidly to changing market conditions and customer preferences, gaining tremendous competitive advantage over traditional businesses. There are many practical ways to create solutions that safeguard the privacy of citizens, giving appropriate levels of protection and control over personal, private and restricted data and still realize the full potential of these platforms. A first and important step in this direction is to take this manifesto to heart, upholding and following the core values and principles set forth herein.